So there's definitely been a vibe shift recently. I do feel like we're getting back to, well, kind of energetically at least, we're kind of getting back to what we used to have before the fall, because we are at the beginning of the rise again. It's a bit like, if you wake up just before the sun comes out. And really, this video is to talk about hard work. Bit of an intro for it, but anyway, people are saying a lot more about like just relax and everything will come to you, and it's like that's not true. Like I'm sorry for the people who are in that. Honestly, it's a delusional mindset, and I hate to be the guy to bring it up, and I hate to say this because like it sounds good, and to a degree it can work. Because really what it is, if you want to understand like the bioenergetics of it, right, is that you need yin energy, which is at the bottom of the body. The Indian system has their like five kind of things, and they have like the first one is that, and then like other systems like you think the root chakra, the earth element. You need that raw material, right? And that's what the idea of just like sitting around and relaxing, and then a thought comes up, right? So it's applying that to work. That's what a lot of people seem to be doing, applying that like relaxation at work. But also, usually these people are people who've achieved things and they've kind of made it, right? Their material needs are catered for. So when you're in a situation where you're in like fight or flight, like you got to calm yourself, of course, or when you're really poor, or, when life's kind of crumbling down, you can't be too nonchalant. There's the reason your body is getting you triggered and be like, oh shit, we got to do something. It's because you got to do something, right? So, I always have the idea if you're not happy with the result you're getting, you need to either work more, which is a very valid thing, or you need to change your approaches, mix things around, or sometimes you just kind of have to, keep things going for long enough. It's a bit like you can't expect a sapling to bear fruit, right? It's not in its phase. There's different phases of your life. You might not be in the phase that bears fruit, right? But hard work is absolutely necessary. And again, you will have to work harder than you think and work more than you think to achieve the things you want. And of course, it depends on your time frame. If you want things quicker, you're going to have to put more energy and time and work and such into and focus and effort and all that into the thing you're doing. But don't get complacent because there's a bunch of people who've already made it, who are probably very rich, telling you, well, just kind of chill out and just let things come to you. It's all going to be all right. What if it isn't? What if it isn't going to be all right? Get into the mindset of problem solving, of fixing things, of thinking, what do I need to do to achieve the thing I want? Let's be realistic. Will tomorrow bring unexpected blessings? Or will it bring unexpected challenges? A lot of the time, it'll bring unexpected challenges. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way things work. So, of course, it's good to keep somewhat of a positive mindset, but you have to be realistic. Again, troubleshoot and problem solve. Be realistic enough that when the unexpected things come, if they're a good thing, good. You can reschedule things. Maybe you didn't have enough money for something, and magically money came in. Sometimes that happens, but sometimes it's the opposite. An unexpected bill comes in. Now you really don't have enough money. Now you're losing your grounding. What are you going to do now? Take a moment to think. Slow down. Work harder. Get more results. Get more of what you need to achieve the things you need. So again, and analyze the people's lives that are telling you this. Are these people highly successful, or are they not? What state, what season of their life are they? How old? If someone's like young and they're saying, yeah, you don't have to do nothing, and they're really rich, it's like, well, that person probably had a lot of success. Their birth chart is a very good one, right? Some people have are very rich, very successful from a young age. They just get all the right connections, they make all the right moves, and of course, you could look at their life and there's some struggle. I'm not going to discredit that, but at the end of the day, in my own experience, the only thing that I get from life is the only way that I get things from life is by working very, very, very hard for long periods of time, and I don't get a lot of results even then. Now I've spent, I go back and forth sometimes. Sometimes I don't do a whole lot, and you know what happens when I take a bit of a break and chill out and try to let things come to me? They don't. Time and time again, they don't. Now I'm probably not in the state where that'll happen because it's more once you get beyond the middle social level, then things do. Because things happen more through people, right? Opportunities, exposure. So again, people who are at this higher level, because eventually you will hit a point where hard work is not everything, right? It's proper work. It's maybe networking. It's focusing on a different skill or a different avenue. It's even could be even just taking a break. Sometimes you overwork yourself, you need a break to reset everything and to rethink and get a new perspective. So, again, once you hit that middle point or even higher, the rules change. But one thing stays the same is that, the soil still needs to be tilled. The seeds need to be planted, the crops need to be harvested. We still need food and water. We still need building materials and houses and such. The practicality aspect of life does not go away, even if it does seemingly mentally once you're at a certain point. Again, go back to basics sometimes and get back to working hard and just grinding if you need it. Again, depends on your state of life. Try things out and see what happens. Don't take my advice and word. Try things out and see what happens. So anyway, I hope that helps you, and do not get trapped into delusional spirituality, which will make you lazy and not doing anything, I guess. Goodbye.